Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're back with a new episode of Chernobyl, episode 4. Last time,
it's like usually when you say episode 4, you're like barely halfway in a series. This is like
the penultimate episode.
Wow.
It's like a lot of little mini movies, kind of.
Yeah.
But it's been really good.
That's what we were saying last time. Like, since there's so few episodes, they cover a lot of ground in one.
Yeah. The pacing is also it's just really good. Like, you don't feel like they're rushing because we've gotten through so much information.
Yeah.
And maybe what helps with this type of show, there's not like action sequences to help fill the void of like the story not progressing as fast. This one is all about story.
It's all story.
I mean, I guess action is like, there's intense moments.
Well, I think there's also like side stories, right? Like, so you following this for a while, then it'll jump to this. You're like, oh yeah, I forgot about them. And then, And then
everything's kind of coming full circle, like connecting.
And then at the end of every episode, you're like, I need to know what happens next.
I know. Good. They're right now they're digging that, what do they call it, the heat to help transfer heat. They're basically building underneath. They're having the miners, which is only a 50% chance that it even burns through,
if they even need it.
So they're all gonna get sick or get cancer and die, or get a high likelihood
for
of
being
that.
Overexposed. But
they don't know for sure if that's gonna work. But if they don't do that and it does go through and gets to the water supply, then it's
deadly
worse.
For millions.
So you kind of have to do it. Like the story is all about like people sacrificing. It started with the first 3 guys
in the water
who went back. Which we haven't seen them yet. Again.
Oh yeah.
And then you had they need, what was the number? 750,000. Is that right?
Yeah, it was something crazy.
Like a lot of people, that's what we saw for the next few years to like build like an encasing around it,
around the planet.
Like there'll be thousands, tens of thousands
of deaths from that.
Deaths probably just from that. So we saw that it's like a draft. People kind of going up and signing up for it.
What else did we see last time? So we saw that the other nuclear physicist. Is that what she is? Is that what she calls herself? I can't remember.
Physicist.
Some type of physicist.
Yeah.
Really wanting to get to the bottom of this information.
Of what happened.
What the heck happened?
And the button they're supposed to press
to shut it off.
To shut everything down. They pressed it and everything blew up.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow.
It did the opposite of what it was supposed to do.
And then she looked at the other professor and she was like, it can't mean that. And he was like, I mean, we have to look into everything, every possibility.
That's what I'm saying. There's like some malintent somewhere behind the lines. And that's when I started talking about like thinking about why are these people so young? Even when she asked me, how old are you to 25, be like the senior engineer 25, that doesn't sound right. So
and then the KGB got her arrested, but they got her out. So like everyone's kind of watching.
And the only one that didn't talk was Dyatlov, remember?
Yeah.
He wouldn't talk to her unless she came with food or something.
Right, better food. Yeah, so a lot's going on.
We saw them
and then the other storyline is the wife of the firefighter.
The wife of the firefighter.
Who just keeps and I don't know who to blame. Like, is it her for being reckless? But it's her own husband.
No, I can't blame her. I started thinking about it. I'm like, I can't blame her for being reckless because she was never
told why.
She was never met with a ton of pushback. I
mean, there was some.
They were distracted, right? Like the nurses were distracted, so they couldn't focus a lot on her, like to be babying her. You know what I mean?
Well, they kept telling her, step back, stay back, don't go in there, no more than 30 minutes, don't touch him. But she still would. This is why. But she's probably telling herself, well, they probably don't want me to touch him because it might hurt him or it may be painful. Right. And she's like, because she was even like, it's just burns.
But remember when the very first question, you're not pregnant, are you? She's like, no.
No. They put somewhere along the line, you almost want her to put 2 and 2 together. She's been getting a lot of warnings, but in the end, the fault is more with the staff about like being like either telling her what's going on or being way more strict. I mean, from the time she got to the hospital, they're like, you can't be here.
So it's kind of like one of those things like,
like she was under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of fault, but
anyway, so there's that whole storyline going on. And they kind of ended with the funeral, which they buried him in concrete, and that may be, I'm assuming it has to do something with them being
letting off radiation,
being exposed
through the earth. I mean, right?
As they decompose, that's just crazy. It's just on you, around you.
That's crazy. That was that was actually disturbing. I'm surprised you made it through that because you don't.
Oh no, I think I was looking through the TV for half that episode. I couldn't. That was hard to look at. But we're gonna go ahead and hop in and see what happens next. I'm really curious, like which direction. Now that they have a plan of action, is everything gonna go smoothly or what? And that's what I'm hoping they get to.
I highly doubt it's going smoothly. If you fast forward, rewind to the very beginning of how we saw the show.
Yeah.
Remember him making the
right.
tapes?
Yeah. Something's gonna lead back to that.
Something's not gonna go.
Yep.
Well.
So before we hop in, guys, please consider subscribing to our channel. The full-length reactions are over on our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes. You want to check those out. Otherwise, we're gonna hop into episode 4. Here we go. Sounds like somebody using the restroom.
Peeing. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. In a bedpan.
Yeah.
To be exact.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous to see what's gonna come up.
Oh, they're milking a cow.
Oh, okay. Oh, is this like outside of the city now? Oh, they're trying to evacuate people.
This is an evacuation, you understand? You have to come with me. It's not safe here. There's radiation in the air. What's wrong with you?
I'm 82. I've lived here my whole life. Right here, that house,
wow.
This place.
Exactly. It's like, now what?
Do I care about safe?
I have a job. Don't cause trouble.
Oh, that's tough. What do you do?
Trouble? You're not the first soldier to stand here with a gun.
Oh, wow.
After all that I have seen. So I should leave now because of something I cannot see at all. No.
What does he do? He just leaves her?
I would just like, exactly. Oh no.
Oh. Ah.
Oh my. And?
Just one moment. It's time to go.
Is it doing it for her safety? She's just gonna continue.
I'm nervous as to what he's gonna do.
Please stand up now.
I was waiting for him to pull a gun on her.
This is your last warning.
Is he gonna? Don't shoot the cow. Wow. Oh man. It's like, are they doing it for their safety, or are they just...
I mean...
They are, but to do that, now there's something else at hand. Like, it's like a power move or something. Oh.
Oh, they're going everywhere with those.
Man, this is probably costing the government, this whole disaster, like the equivalent of billions.
Mm-hmm.
0.6, so they're still getting radiation readings even. 15?
Oh, they're getting closer to something. Are they like trying to find... Oh, it might be towards a water source. I was about to say. Oh.
Oh, it's like a bike?
An old abandoned bike.
What do they do?
Did someone like ride their bike away?
Why is the core still exposed to the air? Why have we not already covered this up?
We want to, but we can't get close enough. The debris on the roof is graphite from the core itself. Until we can push it off the roof back into the reactor, it'll kill anyone who gets near it.
And he's about to say, and?
So then...
Moon rovers. Lunar cards STR-1s. They're light, and if we line them with lead, they can withstand the radiation.
We couldn't put a man on the moon. At least we can keep a man off a roof.
It is the most important thing, General. Under no circumstances can men go up there. Robots only.
Robots. Like in the 1980s.
It would be fair to say that
wow.
This roof is the most dangerous place on Earth.
Wow.
So, what do we do?
That's what we wanted to ask you.
Are you almost thinking like, who are they gonna sacrifice this time?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be. It'd be too fast. Anyway.
The draftees, is that what you call them?
Yeah, the recruits.
Recruits. Oh my gosh. And they're just like right around the perimeter.
I think they just,
like
they work and work and work until they're worn out.
Until they can't.
And they bring a new, fresh.
So this is a new face we're following.
Yeah. This actor looks familiar, actually.
And I guarantee you, like, none of them have been told
right what this is or the dangers.
Exactly.
They have to have an idea because they have all those like suits, so they have to know a little bit. But
what unit were you in?
They had me in Motorpool in Kiev, but then they...
Not this. In Afghanistan.
I wasn't in Afghanistan.
I'm not in the military.
oh, they're bringing in civilians.
They're running out of men.
Yeah. Just bringing in anybody.
Janek,
What do you want?
give me an egg basket.
No, I've only got the one.
Give me the basket. He's with me. You understand? We make these from lead scrap. Put it on your balls.
Now?
No, you can wait until the radiation gives you a...
Oh.
Yes, now.
Wow.
Over your clothes.
He doesn't say.
Right? Oh, poor boy.
We do animal control.
Animal control.
Yeah, they're radioactive.
Oh,
They have to go.
they literally just hunt animals.
But it's not hard. They're mostly pets.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
happy to see you. They run right
Aw.
up to you.
You shoot him.
Load the bodies on a truck. Dump them in a pit. Bury them in
I was just
concrete.
about to say this seems like an easier job until he said all that.
Bring up the cameras. Signal.
Acceptable. Running onboard diagnostics.
Tell me when we're ready to move it.
To think that's what we put on the moon. I'm not that one. I know, not that one.
This rover was in storage. They can build 2 more. That should cover Nina and Katya.
And Masha.
The Central Committee have informed me that they may have found something that could work up there.
American.
Of course not. It's a German police robot.
The hatred towards the Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Can we move it?
Oh? So they're trying to push all that graphite back into the core,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Oh, hey, what's that? Smile.
They've been working together for months now, you know.
And you're just like wanting some type of good news, something
Yeah.
right to happen.
I need your help.
He's like one of the, I think he's the only one probably still alive.
Initiated AZ5. When you gave the order,
Order? What order? Topped it off, caught it out, Akimov pressed it.
He's trying to take himself out of it.
Was the only good decision they made. Incompetent morons.
can you confirm that the reactor exploded after they attempted to shut it down?
How do I even know it exploded, huh?
Wow.
He's still that much in denial.
I found this in the State Archive. Written in 1976. It's about the operation of RBMK reactors under extreme conditions.
So?
The names of the authors have been redacted, and 2 pages have been removed. The missing pages apparently refer to a positive void coefficient and AZ5. You worked with this reactor, you know it better than I do.
So everything's my fault then? Is that what this is?
I'm not here to blame you, I'm here to find out what happened. And whether you realize it or not, I'm your best chance to avoid a bullet.
He's just permanently stuck in this protect himself mode.
Exactly.
I have no idea what would have gone here. Void coefficients have nothing to do with AZ5. There, now you can go.
You're not even curious.
What for? No, you think the right question will get you the truth. There is no truth. Ask the bosses whatever you want, you'll get the lie. And I will get the bullet.
He was the fall guy. But I mean, he's an easy target.
Yeah. But why not be more curious? Just to not care that much?
He's just given up. I don't, yeah. But even when it was happening, he was like,
yeah,
nonchalant about it.
It's like he already knew there was something wrong with it from the get-go.
Did he have like basic training before?
I don't even know. Oh, it looks like he might know what he's doing or not know. One of the two. Doesn't even know how to load it.
Well, don't point it at.
I only have 2 rules. 1, don't point this gun at me.
Yeah.
That's easy, right? 2, if you hit an animal and it doesn't die, keep shooting until it does. Don't let them suffer, or I'll kill you. Understand? I mean it.
And he has like obviously no gun training. How is he supposed to hit a target?
Well, that's what they said. Most of them run up to you, but if not, I don't really know. They're all trusting. Oh.
He's probably like, seriously? Oh. He like just came from the city, from school, and now he's having to just like hunt pets.
Do your job. Door to door.
I would just go door to door and say like, oh yeah, I got 5.
They're all gone. No one's here. Oh. It sure is focusing a lot on him and he's not doing much, you know what I mean?
Right.
What if he sees a person? Like, what was that?
Uh-oh. He's not gonna be able to do it.
Oh.
See?
Go away. See?
He doesn't want to do it.
Or maybe he just doesn't
shoot away.
Want to look.
But he missed.
Hurry.
Oh no.
Shoot it again. I know that sounds awful, but shoot it again. Oh! Don't touch it.
Oh good, this guy came. Did he hit it? He just told him, dude, that was the only rule.
I'm stressed.
Don't let them suffer. Sorry. You're dragging that to the truck.
I'm glad he showed up at least. That's worse. Yeah.
I'm waiting to see it like just start eating through the tank, right? Like the radiation.
Yeah. So they're not on the lower level, the lowest ceiling. The stronger one. Feels like 3 levels.
Well, that was where they are right now. That was the most dangerous. That's where they're lowered that one too. The most dangerous one.
Forward 1 meter, reverse 1 meter.
Forward 1.
Germans.
Reverse 1.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
You lose the signal.
Oh, there it goes.
It's not the signal, it's the vehicle. It's dead.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even stand there for like minutes.
Of course I know they're listening! I want them to hear! I want them to hear it all! You know what we're doing here? Tell those idiots what they have done! Tell them! Don't tell them! Frisco! Don't tell me the joke! Tell Gorbachev! Tell them!
So they like
he's wondering if like they went through all of this to be sent like their best of the best, right?
Talk to the West Germans.
It's either that or they feel like they sent them something
faulty.
Yeah.
If we don't clear the roof, we can't build a cover over it. If we can't cover it, there's 12,000 Ronkin. Maybe twice the radiation from the Hiroshima bomb.
I know.
Yeah, I get it.
What about lead? We could, I don't know, we could melt it and pour it from above, like a coating.
Even if we're still talking about boiling metal in a helicopter, and it's lead, Boris, it'll weigh a ton.
Yeah.
What if we shoot the graphite into the hole? We've got high caliber bullets, exploding bullets. They wouldn't just ricochet, they'd push.
You want to shoot exploding bullets at an exposed nuclear reactor?
Well,
no. Let's go light that roof back on fire. It was so easy to put out the fire.
They're literally just
what do you do?
We need another robot.
He's gonna save the Americans. Watch.
I've asked. There is nothing.
What did that?
Told you.
If the Americans had that kind of technology, do you really think they'd give it to us? And even if they would, the Central Committee would never stoop to us. You know it, I know it.
He has something going in his mind right now.
We use bio-robots.
People wearing exoskeleton suits?
Men.
Or just people?
It's like everybody was thinking it, they're just not saying it, right? Like,
but they won't survive much at all.
Bio robots. Men. I'm waiting for like a rabid animal to like jump out.
Me too. But these big rifles, like that short proximity, like in a house like this, it's almost harder.
I'm so nervous. Like a scary movie to me. Oh, puppies.
No.
You don't hear me. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Can you just shut the door and go away?
Just let them grow up
but
at
then
least.
They're just gonna die. Oh.
That's it's one thing to kill it, like killing a dog is already like mentally messes you up, but like puppies,
a little family,
yeah, that just really like messes with your head. And there's so many of them.
Oh my gosh, how many animals? This poor kid, like, I was just going to college, now I'm killing dogs. And
I don't know if I want to. Oh, wow.
Oh, they did. I was wondering if they had a pad of concrete at least on the bottom, you know?
Yeah.
They want us to clean it up, and we have entrusted you with this serious task. Because of the nature of the working area, you will each have no more than 90 seconds to solve this problem. Listen carefully to each of my instructions.
Oh my God.
Do exactly as you have been told. You will enter reactor building 3. Climb the stairs, but do not immediately proceed to the roof. When you get to the top, wait inside behind the entrance to the roof and catch your breath. You will need it for what comes next.
You have to hold your breath the whole time.
This is the working area. We must clear the graphite. Take care not to stumble. There's a hole in the roof. Take care not to fall. You will need to move quickly, and you will need to move carefully. Do you understand your mission as I have described it? Yes, these are the most important 90 seconds of your lives. Commit your task to memory, then do your job.
And no more than 90 seconds.
And who are these people? Were they like
military?
That's what I was wondering. Were they like military?
But it's gonna cut their life in half automatically, if not kill them within a few months, like Legasov said.
Mm-hmm.
God, look at this roof, like.
Oh my God. Get it together, guy.
He hasn't done anything.
Get it together. That makes me think these aren't military guys. Like,
right.
Don't fall. Oh my Lord.
Okay. I'm stressed out. That sound. I thought he was gonna look over it. Oh, that's a heavy piece. There you go.
Yeah.
Don't trip.
They need to clear the earlier part. Oh my god. Oh my god. Help. They need to clear this part first so that there was no like obstacles
I was gonna
towards
say
the edge.
there needs to be like a
system, right?
Yes,
like
not
don't
just
like
a free for all. There it is. Hopefully he started clanging it at like the 75-second mark.
To give them... No! Stand up. Don't touch anything.
What's going on?
It's on his foot. Did it rip off his boot? Oh my god, this guy is just... He needs help. He's all kinds of contaminated at this point. Oh no.
Oh.
Comrade soldier, you're done.
Okay. You're done,
Oh,
and
man, did
you're
it get-
also done. Like,
Did it get into his foot? Uh-oh. So what? Is she going to labor? Already? That intense? Oh, good. I'm worried about the baby.
yeah, it's weird that it became that intense. Unless she's having like problems.
Braxton Hicks.
More problems.
We needed to speak to you somewhere without
Hmm.
They're going to put Dyatlov on trial. And Brukhanov and Fomin. We're going to be asked to give expert testimony. All three of us. Before that happens,
the Central Committee sending Legasov to Vienna. It's
Oh.
the headquarters of the International
Atomic Energy Agency. I know it's in Vienna. What are they asking you to do?
tell the world what happened.
Just like that.
Well, then you'd better know what happened.
Exactly.
Constructed a timeline.
Oh, she's been
minute
working
by
on.
minute, second by second in some places. Every decision, every button push, every turn of a switch.
And are they guilty?
Yes. Of gross incompetence, violation of safety regulations, recklessness beyond belief. But the explosion? I'm not sure.
That's the last
I've
missing.
analyzed the data. Toptonov was telling the truth. They shut the reactor down, and then it exploded. I think this article may have the answer. But 2 pages have been removed.
Please, believe me when I tell you that...
Was he one of the authors?
No idea it could cause an explosion. None of us knew.
None of you knew what?
An RBMK reactor runs at low power, is notoriously unstable, prone to swings in reactivity. Under normal circumstances, the control rods can compensate for that.
Under normal circumstances, the Chernobyl staff stalled the reactor during the test. They pulled almost all the control rods out to bring the power back up.
This is what Volkov learned from Leningrad. If the boron control rods are completely withdrawn from the reactor, when they're put back in, the first thing that enters the core isn't boron. It's graphite.
So he was on a committee that was trying to warn them.
No, but I still didn't think it could be this flaw in AZ5. Because the flaw will not lead to an explosion unless the operators have pushed the reactor to the edge of disaster.
So it is their fault.
Yes.
But not only their fault. There are 16 RBMK reactors running in the Soviet Union.
You have to
right
get. You
now.
have to warn
We
them.
have to fix them. The only way to do that is to go public. Force the Central Committee to take action.
What you're proposing is that Legasov humiliate a nation that is obsessed with nothing.
Exactly.
So,
You can make a deal with the KGB. You'll leave this information out in Vienna. They'll go after your family. They'll go after your friends.
You have a chance to talk to the world, Valery. If that chance was mine.
But it isn't, is it?
maybe this leads back to what it was.
Souls than you, Khamyuk. Men who had their moment and did nothing. Because when it's your life and the lives of everyone you love, your moral conviction doesn't mean anything. It leaves you. And all you want at that moment is not to be shot.
Do you know the name Vasily Ignatenko?
No.
He was a fireman.
Oh, that's the
He
lady.
died 2 weeks after the accident. I've been looking in on his widow. She gave birth. A girl.
Oh no.
The baby lived for 4 hours.
Oh.
They said the radiation would have killed the mother, but the baby absorbed it instead.
Oh, wow.
Someone has to start telling the truth.
Maybe that's why.
I mean, well, I don't know.
Maybe
I feel like he probably didn't tell the truth when he had the chance to tell the truth, and that's what prompted him to make the tapes.
Right.
And maybe he's giving them to her to do what she needs to do.
Right.
All of you are awarded a bonus of 800 rubles. Thank you.
I serve the Soviet Union.
Thank you.
I serve the Soviet Union.
All these men are gonna within
months, maybe.
Yeah. Where is she? I wonder if she knows what happened. Oh man, is this her bed right here? Man. The loss, it's like her husband and then she has their baby. It ended in her heartbreak again. That's 2 episodes in a row. Oh man.
There was a lot of death in that episode.
Man.
And just the frustration, the lies.
I know.
They keep telling.
That's what
to save face.
That's kind of the theme in all this, is that they keep, because they constantly withhold information to save face.
They're sacrificing.
They keep extending the issue. They keep pushing it out, and more people die.
And they have all these people that are working on the inside, like with these strict timelines and these strict everything, just to be.
It started from
it's almost like not taken serious.
From day one with like Dyatlov, like not giving them like all the information, all the way to like asking the Germans for help, but giving them just like the base number, to not evacuating the whole city. Like they keep like giving to like all these men. They
and
withhold.
These people just keep dying.
Except to her, that physicist, she's like, no, we gotta be. I mean, the general made a good point in that whenever it's for like your family and everything, like in that moment, your morals go out the window, and like that's for most of us haven't been put in that situation, but that is, I mean, that's what happens. But she was like, I don't care. Like, there's 16 other reactors that this could potentially happen to. Like, it doesn't.
Did she say 16?
Mm-hmm. In the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
So okay, so at first I was confused because like whenever we first heard about the AZ5 button, he was like kind of shocked by it, but I think maybe there at the end he said he didn't think that could be it. But now, understanding the sequence of events that she was able to get, he knows that it's like it can cause a spike in energy in a very unstable environment, and like all the wrong things had to happen at once.
Right.
So they pushed it to the brink, and so once it's at that point, the last thing left, by pushing that button, is enough of a fluctuation to cause like a chain reaction.
But I thought it was like after they had already done like some type of manipulation prior to, like pulling out the rods and putting them back in or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that also has to happen. But like he said, like you're pushing it to the absolute brink.
Yeah. Like there may be like a little fluctuation when you push that, but it's like, it's kind of like inconsequential unless
XYZ has already happened.
It's at that point, yeah.
Like,
so he's probably gonna go. So like what he was preparing to go tell the world is that it was just this crew were very irresponsible and unprepared and made all bad decisions, and that's where he's gonna stop.
There's nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with the system. It was just handled improperly.
It was a combination of both things. And the fact that it was picked up on
10 years prior, the same thing happened or was
very similar.
That whole thing,
I guess, on a smaller scale, enough for them to his colleague noticed it. That's why he recognized that table of contents. It was enough where his colleague noticed it and tried to warn, but it was just
hush.
Yeah, everything was like it was redacted and it was kept a secret. Like they know it's a problem. Instead of going and fix it, at least
and
like he was saying,
2 pages out of it.
At least fixing it quietly instead of doing even that. They were just like, let's it'll be fine.
Exactly. Let's not say we messed up at all.
But now, if that information comes out, and then especially knowing that it was already out years prior, then who is at fault? Like, who's gonna go after those people who decide to like hide that information?
Oh, hide, yeah.
Like who and like if the KGB hit it, who can go after people in the KGB like in the Soviet Union? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, and let's say he was, or like I wonder who's there in that room during trial, right? To say like, let's say Legasov took the stand and just starts spewing this information, who would protect him? He would have more enemies than protectors at that point.
And maybe like
just because of exposing the state.
Maybe that's where at the beginning like it shows him like talk like in that room and there he's being followed.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because he's in Vienna like giving these testimonies and so they're just following him around watching him because he hasn't said anything quite yet.
And he already knew he was gonna die. And so he's just like giving enough. I think probably he goes on trial, gives information just enough but never exposes anything, so that's what he's doing with those tapes. He's exposing the truth and is going to get it out, and it's like he knows he's going to die anyway, whether he's going to die of cancer or whether he's going to die from them killing him. I think he just can't really,
and he knows if he started to just speak openly, he would get like assassinated.
Exactly, and then the truth wouldn't have gotten out. Yeah.
So then he probably was like, I can't just, so I'll find another way to do it.
So as soon as he let out everything he needed to say in all his tapes, he's like, that's what we're assuming
is going to happen. Well, I'm assuming hopefully the next episode kind of gives us.
We'll have to go back and watch the first episode to see what he's saying on the tapes. Then it'll all make sense.
Well, after this next one, like, is it going to be one of those things where he's up there on the stand talking and then he has a moment where he thinks?
Mm-hmm.
And then he speaks. Maybe he already said what he had to say,
and it
was that he says it.
Oh no, because of course after the tapes he
like in front
told
of
himself.
No, in front of a committee, he decides to just spill information, and then he knows at that moment I've said too much. So then that night he went and recorded the tapes, and they're already like probably waiting for an opportunity to. Who knows?
The next episode knows.
The next episode knows, and the history books.
Maybe.
Man, that's crazy.
Or is there still a lot of information unknown, hidden?
I wonder how like concealed. I guess up to this point, months after, people knew that there was a disaster in Chernobyl, but they didn't really know the extent of it. I wonder how long it took before like the real truth came out. Was it because of him giving the truth? And if so, did it come out like then, months later, or was it not till years later that the whole truth was uncovered? I mean,
that information's out there. We just can't read it yet. We have one more episode.
I know. But it's like almost 40 years ago at this point, and obviously we have this. So that's why I want to know like how much of this is fact versus fiction. Like, was there really a Legasov and a Kuchnik?
No,
I can't remember
her name.
Yeah, the physicist Kuchnik. I'm bad on names.
Oh, that is it.
Yeah.
Kolosov. I don't know.
Oh.
And Sherbina.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that was a crazy episode. It's also very sad. The whole scene with.
It's a lot of death.
They spent time showing like the life of those men, those workers.
Let's not forget the old lady at the very beginning who's like, no.
Like people who were forced to leave their homes. I mean, yes,
I'm 82 years old.
Yes, it's for their own good to survive, but at the same time, like when you get to that point, I don't know what you do. Like there's because they have mandatory evacuations. But where does she? Like she lost all her family over the years through different things.
She's there by herself milking cows.
So where does she go? That was probably her only cow.
That's why she just sat there. I was like.
She's probably like, I'm not moving. You're gonna have to drag me out or.
I don't even want to know what happened there.
I know, man.
It's a lot of stress.
That's tough. Well,
I know. Well,
yeah. I mean, it sucks for all those people.
Hopefully you're not watching this at the end of the night like we are, because now it's just like, wow, we get to ruminate on that as we're trying to go to sleep. And
normally at this point after a movie, I would go look
like
stuff up,
research it
to kind of like give myself more closure, understand everything.
Closure. That's what we don't have is closure right now. We just
Yep. But we will next week.
Go make yourself a snack.
Yes, go make yourself a snack unless you were eating while you're watching. But cool. Well, that's all we got, guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Please consider subscribing to our channel. The full uncut reactions over on our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes, including the finale of this show, is over on our Patreon now if you want to check that out. Otherwise, we'll be back here on YouTube in another week for the grand finale of this episode.
Yes.
Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next one.
Bye.
Peace.